it's me, JC, back with another Ceramic Hour live stream. Today we're going to work on we're going to be trimming our little slab plate that we started yesterday. Nothing too exciting today. Yeah, so we're just going to keep working on this. I don't know, I feel like I always underestimate how long it's going to take me to like work on something. But if we have time, I think we're just going to have a very not exciting work day. I have like 3 other things off to the side that I have had sitting there for a week. So if we do finish this, we're going to work on those. So I have off to the side, I have 2 larger sized little slab kind of like trinket dishes. They're like just rectangular. They're kind of like supposed to be like toaster pastries. And then the other one I still haven't gotten to is the like jewelry dish. Or like the jewelry palette or whatever. It's basically going to be like this. And I just kind of wanted to have 2. So we're just going to be working on this today. Let me see. Try to get like a good camera angle here. My light's on. I don't know. The video looks kind of dark. So we're just going to be working on this and maybe chatting about something. I don't know what we're going to chat about. I really don't have anything I talk about, I don't think. I have a bunch of stuff right now that is ready to be either underglazed or glazed, but I actually need to like find time to do that. And then I also have things that I have a bunch of stuff that is probably just about ready to be brought in for a bisque firing. I don't know, I want to make sure that everything is like 100% dry. So I don't know if I'm just going to wait maybe another week or something until I take those to get fired. I'm not really sure, but I have a lot of things actually. But the large quantity of things, like the majority, they're all like we did like a bunch of slab plates. Some of them are about this big. A lot of them are really tiny little. I use this as a template, this little strawberry one, because I thought it'd be really fun to just have like more tiny ones for like kind of like I guess it's like more of a ring dish, or whatever, like a smaller jewelry dish. We have a bunch of those. So when going into the bisque, they're going to stack a number of them. I've never loaded a bisque kiln, so I'm not sure like how many they would stack. Like, I don't know if you can put like one tiny dish on another tiny dish, or if it needs to be like tiny dish on a larger dish. I'm not really sure. But I don't know. I think I just want to make sure that everything is dry and ready to go. I don't know if I should like bring all the dishes at once, and then I randomly have a very large like bowl and like 2 vases for some weird reason, and then a bunch of tiny little dishes. I don't know if it matters. I don't know how much it matters. I've never had them like tell me like, hey, can you like bring in things that are like relatively the same height? Like I've never had them like say that. I don't know like the whole logistics of how they load the kiln. If I had a kiln and was loading it, that is like what I would have to do is kind of like make sure that pieces are like the same height and stuff, but like I'm not bringing a lot and there's gonna be other stuff in the kiln, so I'm like, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe they just put things all over the place, like in the kiln. I don't know. Okay, so these walls are really thick, so I just kind of I think I'm gonna do a bunch of trimming here. And then we're going to do a touch up on the back side of this, I think. If you're interested, I guess if you're watching, I don't know why you would be interested if you're watching on Twitch, but I have this, the process for making these, this exact like small slab built plate. I have a tutorial for it on my YouTube. I don't have many tutorials on my YouTube, but I have a few, just basic ones. I'm working on making more. Yeah, so my YouTube is at Callie & Co. There should be a link in my profile if you're watching on Twitch. Obviously, if you're watching on YouTube later, that's gonna be different. You're gonna be on YouTube anyway. Yeah. We have, right now, we have how to slab build a small plate, and really randomly, how to slab build a paint palette. It's gonna be, I have like basically the same design as that jewelry dish I just showed a few minutes ago, but for like watercolor paint, I would want the wells to be a bit deeper. But it's basically the same process. And we have like how to make a pinch pot. I'm not sure, but I think those are the only YouTube tutorials I have. The majority of the YouTube is the live stream. If you want to check out our archived videos, there are over 100. There are a lot. And then I also have like other stuff there too. Some of it is like random art stuff. Some is just kind of like for any artist, or what else? Or like kind of like small handmade business related. I have a great video on, or I don't know, I think it's a good video on how to like pack orders, and how to use a, I don't really know like what it's called, but it's kind of like a third party company that you can buy shipping labels from, and you can buy them cheaper than like buying directly from, say, USPS or UPS or FedEx. It's a bit cheaper, like significantly, like a couple dollars cheaper than just buying directly from them, which I don't feel like it makes any sense, but I think that's like a good thing. And I know like a lot of people don't ship things today or send letters, so I also have a bit about that, and like stamps, if that's not something you're very familiar with. And all that. Yeah, and I have a I show my thermal printer on there, which like if you have a small business and you plan on running it for a while, I would highly recommend a thermal printer. They're very cool. You can, if you don't know, they don't use any ink. They use special, like you can't just use any kind of paper in it. It has to be special paper. it's like coated with stuff or something, and it like lasers into the paper, like your text and barcodes and stuff. And for the fact that it doesn't use ink, it's a lot cheaper than using a traditional printer if you have like a business. You can use it for other fun things too, like if you wanted to create other kinds of labels or whatever, or like stickers for your packaging. I've seen people do that too. I don't really know, like, it's been a long time since I've put anything on my YouTube. I have like a video from about 3 or 4 years ago, so things have changed, but kind of about like how I got to that point, and like just kind of like my journey through kind of like high school and stuff, and then going to college for art, and like making art my career. It's kind of like a video on that. I have an art book tour, which is pretty neato. It's probably, I don't know, it's probably not that neat. I don't know, okay? But I have like, I'm not even a reader, but I have a lot of books. I don't know why. I have a lot of books. And I used to do all kinds of different like art media. And I would buy books on them, so I have all kinds of art books. I have ones for like kind of like that side hustle, or making art a business. I have all kinds of like those books. I have not read all of them, by the way, but I'm a graphic designer by trade, so I have a bunch of design books, or ones that are related to that, like printmaking, hand lettering, typography. I don't really have too many illustration books. Of course, I have ceramic books. What else? Oh, I have a lot of painting books. I do a lot of painting. Right. Well, I did a lot of painting. I used to. And like just books on like color. I have a few books on like how to make your own paint, which is like so neato. Yeah, I think that's like the majority of like what I have. It's really, I feel like it's really good. At least like for ceramics, to have like some good reference books for like, I don't know. This one, I have ones for like different decoration techniques. And then some are just, I think a lot of them are very general about like the process and like info. Some have like pictures of like how to do wheel throwing, or like I don't know, how to make a plaster mold or something, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's been a while since I've read them. I'm kind of like no idea what's in them. But I feel like it's good to have like, I don't know. I love buying books. I have like this thing when I go to the bookstore. I have to buy a bunch of books. I wouldn't normally go to the bookstore because I don't read anything. But Jason drags me to the bookstore every time we go out because he's like obsessed with reading books. And then he'll like not buy a book, and then I'll buy like 4 books. He's a bad influence. Okay, right now I'm just going to carve like, I'm making a very rough outline of where I'm going to carve the foot from. And then once we like trim the sides and get that all situated, then we'll kind of like make the foot more precise. Do, 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 do. I do have a larger loop tool, but I don't really... I don't know, it's kind of dull, and I feel like it's a little bit better to be digging some of this clay out, and I don't want to like carve out too much. I want to be kind of like careful with it, so I feel like it's better to use a smaller tool. That's just kind of like what I prefer when just kind of like carving out an area like this. I don't know what we should chat about. I really don't. I don't know. I kind of want to move this. It's kind of like in my face. Okay, here we go. I think this is better. I don't know. Easter's coming up. I'm really just in it for like the fact that like all these stores have like really cute spring things with like flowers and bunnies and like probably like baby chicks. I don't know. Lots of cute stuff. Maybe I don't really have any specific plans, but I don't know, maybe like I don't know, like next week or something. Maybe we could underglaze one of the bunny dishes kind of around Easter or something maybe. Easter's on like a Sunday just before, okay, before the 1st. So maybe it would be like, maybe we could do like Friday or something, and then maybe by the time around Easter rolls out, people will find the video maybe or something. Give it a few days to get found. I don't know. Maybe that would be fun. Maybe I could have like, I haven't like planned out how I'm going to underglaze the bunny dishes we have. Okay, so we have 3 full body ones and then 3 heads. Like it's just kind of like their face. I want to do ones that are like domestic breeds. I mean, we could do like a wild rabbit, maybe. I don't know. I feel like domestic rabbits do not get enough media attention. Like, if you think of a rabbit, I feel like most people think of like, oh, like the wild brown one, or like for some reason like a white one. So boring. That's so boring. Rabbits, like the domestic ones, the wild ones, like at least like here in the US, I believe all wild ones are like the same color. It's just like this kind of, it's not like a solid brown, it's like mixed. of kind of like different like tones or something. But it like all wild rabbits like look the same as far as I know. It's so boring. So I think it would be fun to like focus on domesticated rabbit breeds. Because I think like, I don't know, it would be really cool if like, I don't know, like maybe people buy them because that's the kind that they own or something, or they just, I don't know, maybe they watch like Instagram and, you know, watch videos of these like bunny accounts and stuff, and they like kind of like know maybe some of the breeds. Growing up, I grew up on a small farm, and we always had rabbits. There wasn't a time that we didn't have rabbits. And I used to show them in 4-H. And so like at the, I would show them at the fair, but also at like rabbit shows. And we had like a variety. I know you're supposed to like, you're kind of like supposed to like focus if you're gonna be like a rabbit breeder, but we did not focus. It was just for fun. We were not like trying to be like serious like rabbit breeders. So I would love to find people that like, I don't know, maybe grew up with rabbits or something, and have them like see like my ceramics and be like, oh my gosh, that's an honest to goodness real rabbit, instead of just like some random mixture of like a fur coat that doesn't exist. If that makes sense. So I think I would first go with like, let me see. I think I actually, maybe I'll trim outside here more. So definitely Dutch are very like iconic for how they like, for their coat pattern. They have one coat pattern that they come in, and then that comes in like different colors. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's very distinct if you Google it. So definitely Dutch. They even made it into The Sims 4. One of the like the countryside, I don't know what it's called. It's like the expansion or whatever, with like countryside and stuff, and it's like you can get like cows and befriend rabbits and stuff, and they have like Dutch rabbits in there. It's inaccurate in the fact that they're wild rabbits in the game, and they're not wild rabbits, they're domesticated. So that kind of bothers me, but I'm proud that they did some amount of research, I guess. It's a little inaccurate, but we'll take it, I think. Definitely. Okay, actually, we don't actually have, okay, so if you haven't seen it, these are the templates that I have. So this one is drawn with Dutch markings. Obviously they have their ears up. So I do want to do like a version maybe later of like a lop. So that could be lops kind of like vary by size. So you wouldn't be able to tell from the dish if it was like a Holland lop or a mini lop. But we can have that. We can have some lops in here, because those are very popular. on like Instagram as pets. Yeah, other ones. Could do, I don't know. There's a special place in my heart for a Himalayan coat color, but they have like red eyes, and I don't I don't know if that's like very appealing, really. But they are pretty distinct. There are Himalayan rabbits, but then that they come in like that coat color in other breeds, which is like it's called like being like pointed or whatever. So they have red eyes, and then their ears, nose, and legs and tail are like colored kind of like I don't know, maybe they come in different colors. I think like it's kind of like a, I think I've seen brown ones maybe, but like a grayish black or something for the most part, and then otherwise they're white. So that's not like an option. Another very distinct color is a Harlequin. Those are very like very like niche. Like I am not like, I don't know, at least going to the rabbit shows that I went to, I did not see many. Actually I saw some Harlequins at the rabbit show I went to here last year. It was like last summer we went to a rabbit show. We did see some. I don't know. I feel like in general they're not as popular. It's kind of like a Dalmatian. Like, how many people have you really seen like have a Dalmatian, you know? But like when you see it, you know it's a Dalmatian. You know? I don't know, it's kind of like that. I don't know how I feel about like the more complicated like coat colors. I'm not really sure how it's gonna go. Or it's not like just kind of like generally like a flat color. This is kind of the same like problem with trying to like underglaze, like if like looking at like an orange cat. Like there's so much going on. Like I'm not really, I don't know, I kind of have to maybe sketch it and see like how you could simplify it to make it work. But then like you're not simplifying it. I don't want to simplify it too much. I want them to be kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to take away from it too much. I did more recently just buy some more underglazes that I have not been able to test. So, like I bought a bunch of very natural colors. Like I now have a variety of browns for all the different kinds of like, you know, browns you'll see like in nature. So I don't know. I think we're gonna have to get like a plan ready for maybe like later next week or something to maybe do like underglazing. I don't know. I don't know what else we're gonna do next week. Well, I suppose we'll probably start something new tomorrow. I feel like we should do something other than like a slab dish because that's what we've been doing for probably too long. The walls of this dish are like falling right now, so I'm kind of trying to work with it. Just kind of like hold it up. It's a little hard to see where it dips down into the like and then starts the wall. I'm just kind of like guessing, sort of. Oh, you know what I've seen on Instagram? I think it's happening like today or something, but NCECA is happening. If you don't know what NCECA is, that's an acronym. Let me see. Can I figure out what it stands for? National Ceramic. Wait. National something ceramic arts? Maybe? National Council of Ceramic Arts. Okay, I'm kind of just guessing right now. Anyway, NCECA is like, well, if you don't know, like, nearly like any kind of like art medium has some kind of like national presence, and for ceramics it's NCECA. I'm really guessing, but I think I don't know, I feel like it's not NCCA. I feel like it's weirder than that, and I can't remember off the top of my head. But that's what ceramics has. It's happening right now. It is a ceramic conference. I think it's in Virginia. I think that's where it's happening right now. I don't know if they change locations every year or not. I don't know how that works. But I'm pretty sure it's like in Virginia right now. It's happening like today. If you follow any ceramic brands, you might see that. I saw Laguna was posting stuff about their little booth that they have there. Of course they have a booth there. Yeah. I really do need to like maybe like after work or something, check out some of the videos and stuff people are putting on like Instagram. I don't entirely know what happens at the conference. Obviously, like I've never been to it. I really have not looked into it like very much. My ceramic professor that I took both my wheel throwing classes with, Pete Pinnell, he's the president of NCECA, which is like pretty coolio. I didn't even like know. It was just a complete coincidence that was like the first class I had with him, and like I thought he was pretty cool, so I took his advanced class when I finished it, and I don't know, I just felt like we meshed. And sometimes I'm a good student, like I'm good, but like sometimes certain teachers just, I can't, I don't know. Once in a while, it's pretty rare, but once in a while I'm just like, ooh, I don't like you. But he's very chill, and cool. And like, I'm glad that, like, I don't know, I feel like obviously all teachers are different and stuff. But I felt like he was very like understanding, about like my situation, and he was very cool with it. So I worked at the university as a graphic designer at the University of Nebraska Lincoln. I worked in marketing over there. And if you work at the university, like there are not very many like benefits to working there, like other than like, you know, health benefits. But you can take classes tuition free, or at least that's how it was a couple years ago when I worked there. So I don't know, it's just a really great opportunity, and I love like taking college classes. I loved college. Like I love a lot of things. Like I really loved like my sociology class, even though it wasn't art related. Just like I don't know, that's just how I am. And I just wanted to take the opportunity, and ceramics just happened to be like the one thing that I never took in college. So it was really, it was very difficult. Like very oddly difficult that I worked at the university, and like nobody could tell me like how to like sign up. Like I literally worked in admissions, like admissions marketing, and they didn't know like if you weren't getting a degree, like how you like sign up to take classes, and like that whole like process there. I'm like, you guys, this is our benefit. Why don't you know? Like, this is our, like, everyone's benefit. Like, everyone can do this. And, like, literally nobody knew. And it was, I don't know, it was just really weird and difficult. But I finally figured it out. So, like, I don't know, sometimes we would get an assignment and I would just be like, I don't feel like doing that. And I would like make other things. And I don't know, he was very cool with it, because I was like, you know, I'm not here to get a ceramics degree. I'm kind of just, you know, hanging out. And like he was really cool with me like not doing like certain particular assignments. Like I would be making things, I would be presenting things, but I was like making other things that wasn't part of the assignment. And he was so cool with it. So like I don't know, just kind of like this understanding that I'm like not really, I mean, kind of a student, but like kind of not. I don't know. It was weird. And like you were supposed to do like, you're supposed to take so like hand building and wheel throwing were separated into their own different classes, and you're supposed to take both 100 level classes and then go up to like the 200 class. And he was so cool with me. I was like, I don't really want to do hand building. Can I take your like 200 wheel throwing class? And he was like, sure. And like signed off on it. He was just very cool. Okay, I'm very off topic. But anyway, if you're interested in any kind of if you're interested in ceramics or like any other kind of like art form, there's probably a like national group for it. I don't know many off the top of my head, but of course, because I'm a graphic designer, I know there's like AIGA, and they have conferences. I would assume that they all have conferences and stuff where you can. I know I don't know what exactly happens at the ceramic one, but I know, I haven't been to AIGA, but I do know like you can like, I don't know, bring your portfolio and like have these professional designers like review your portfolio or whatever. There are talks by, you know, professionals in the industry. And just like, I don't know, I think it's like very fun. And I think there's like probably like a thing with like booths, maybe with like something for graphic designers would be like probably like Adobe, like there's probably gonna be like an Adobe booth showing off like their newest app updates or whatever. Maybe like something with like Procreate or like different tablets and I don't know, that kind of stuff. I'm really just kind of guessing here. But that's what I've seen like from Instagram for the ceramic one is like the booths probably from different companies. I wonder if I think Georgie's is at, they probably went to NCECA. Have a booth there. They're pretty like, I think they're pretty prominent in the industry actually. I go there a lot to buy. That's why I buy like all my ceramic stuff. Really, is their store here. But I bet, you know, like Amico, Banco, they probably have booths and things. I don't know. Okay, the walls are a little thick, so I'm still kind of like fiddling with it. I think we might adjust maybe like the sides a little. I don't really know what is included, but I do know a lot of these like art group things like have some kind of like membership. I don't really know like what I don't even know for the graphic designer one like if you pay for it like what you get. I literally don't even know, but they always have like some kind of thing. I do know that their conference tickets will be cheaper if you have a membership, but otherwise I don't know much more than that. And I'm sure there's like a illustration kind of, they're kind of like, all these like, they're all kind of like old timey like guilds kind of, you know, it's like for all these, the professionals in the industry kind of get together with new people in the industry and like, I don't know, sharing things. I don't know. I think there's like, I saw a video, there's like a live demo happening there. I really do not know like I don't know any current, actually I don't know any like famous ceramists actually. Like I feel like the only ceramics that were in like art history were like the ancient like some like ancient Greek vase or something. Like I feel like I can't really remember, but I don't think there's anything like for modern like ceramics in like art history, so I just don't really, I have no idea like how do you just I don't know. How do you just Google like famous ceramists? I don't know. Maybe something would come up. I don't know. I don't know. I just find people on Instagram. There's certainly, as far as I've seen, like, like ceramics is so old, obviously. Like, we've been doing ceramics for like forever. And yet, like, I have a graphic design book that has like it's called Graphic Design Visionaries. And it has like all the names you need to know, and like these people are they're it. Like, kind of like I don't know. I think it has like a timeline of like early days in graphic design. Not so much way back in the day of like some kind of Gutenberg pressing, but I don't know. I think like I think the earliest time period it has in there is like, I don't know, 19 some 20s or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's been a while since I looked at. But like, why isn't there a book about like, I don't know, like ceramists? It's not like we don't have enough. Like, we have like hundreds of years of that, or like, I don't know, like, I have never, I mean, when I go to Powell's, there are a million ceramic books. It's very overwhelming. So maybe there's one there, but like if I went to like Barnes and Noble, they would have like a max of like maybe 6 ceramist books. Like, this is not very many things. But like, I don't know. It'd be so cool to see like, I don't know, like, I have like, yeah, it's a DK, I'm kind of looking at my bookshelf. I think it's by the Smithsonian or something. It has like this, I think it has a Smithsonian like logo thing on it or something. But like, it's a book. I have one for fashion and this one's for design. I know they have a whole series. There's one like for photography, and it has like, so the fashion one, I just bought because it's really interesting. It has like all the kind of like fashion throughout history. I don't know if it focuses specifically on Europe. I really have not actually opened it since I bought it. I don't know if it has like, I mean, the whole world is a little intimidating to do the book on. It might focus on like Europe or something, but it just has like all the fashion through the ages. Like, why can't we have that for like a ceramic book? Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be so cool. And then like touching on like, I don't know like a ton, but I know like, okay, like obviously China bringing porcelain to Europe is huge. Like, they've always been huge for their porcelain, and all kinds of like different techniques being, I don't know if the word invented is right, but like different like techniques and just kind of like the different ways people are making things. Like, I know like pottery in Japan, I guess, is like really prominent. Like there's definitely like its own kind of like specific Japanese style, I think, to it, that people kind of borrow maybe in their work and stuff. It's very like, they kind of have like a distinct style. And like, I don't know like a ton about like ceramic history. I really just know like a tiny bit, but like that'd be cool. That'd be so cool. Just like full of pictures and all the things. And like, I don't know, like, it's definitely kind of hard to say for like certain things. Like, I know like production pottery has been very popular. It still is. Where like multiple people are working on one piece. So there's not just this one person to be like famous for it. I mean, that's kind of like how painting used to be, but there was like a name attached to it. I guess I'm not really sure if like how that worked in like pottery. But I know like there's always like, oh, like this person, like they shaped the clay. This person, these people are firing it in the kiln. Like this person decorates it, and it's all kind of like separated. Like even like the fact that that process is different than like, I feel like, I mean, I don't really know how a lot of potters make their work, but like it's obviously very different from like me. And there are a lot of people like me where they're just like, they're making all the work themselves. And it's like, I don't know, it's very interesting to see how other cultures make ceramics, and like there's so many different ways that they like build kilns and stuff. I feel like there are a lot of crazy things happening around the world in ceramics. Like, I don't know, like I would love if that, well, actually I would love if that was like a documentary ideally, but I would also love it as a book. Like if it was a book, I would get to reading it. I would. It might take me a while, but I would definitely read it. And I just feel like, I mean, I don't know, I really can't remember, but I feel like the fact that I don't remember any pottery in my art history books, other than like, oh, this is ancient pottery. Like, other than that, like, I really do not remember any notable modern ceramists being mentioned. So I don't know. I think that's like, I think that'd be a really cool thing if somebody did that. I'm like, I should do this, but I also know that I like, I don't feel like I am the person to do that. I have a million like side projects, and I really don't know anything to begin with, like the history of pottery to really do that. I hope someone does. I don't know, maybe me when I'm like 60 will do it. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I really do not know like enough. And I don't know. I have a million side projects. I feel like it would just be something that would go on the back burner and never be completed. But it would be really cool. I would love to see more of those kinds of books out there. Like, a lot of books that I've seen that are for ceramics they're like all the same. They're all just like very basic. Oh, look at these decorating techniques. Or like the very like basic overview, and they all say the same things. Like, oh, this is the difference between clay bodies. And I don't know, a lot of them are like really just the same, and there's not really a lot about like the history, notable artists, anything like that realm. At least from like the bookstores that I've seen. There might be something out there, like maybe something very old. I get very intimidated when I go to Powell's because they have a lot of old books. Like they have a million books on like ceramics. And it's very intimidating. It's really hard to like, there's no way like I would be able to like actually sit down and look through like their very vast selection of books. Maybe there is something there. Maybe I just need to like go to Powell's more and like stare at their books. But I don't know. I feel like if it had some kind of title like that, it would probably catch my eye because I feel like a lot of them are the same. What's there? If anybody's watching this and like knows some great ceramic books, I'd love it if you would leave a comment. A lot of the books that I have do kind of like blend together, but I would say that Simon Leach's book is very, it has a lot of very great info, and Simon Leach is like OG. I watched like, I don't know what I watched, some kind of like video or something, I think, and he just kind of comes from a long line, or maybe it's not that long. I don't know. I think it's like his family are like potters and stuff, and it was I don't know. I kind of want to say it's like his dad, maybe. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Actually, like, moved to Japan and learned how to do pottery there. So he knows, like, all those, like, OG Japanese techniques and stuff. And he, like, brought that to, I think they have a studio in England? Somewhere in Europe. I'm pretty sure it's England. But yeah, it's like a very prominent, like, I do know he's very like famous in the ceramic community, but I don't really know many other people that are like famous for doing ceramics. I need to like do some research, but I don't know. I have a million things I'm like always trying to do. I just do not think about it really, but I should do that. I think this bowl kind of like juts out over here in a weird way. I kind of want to like trim that down. There is another book that I would recommend. I can't quite remember. I think it's The Potter's Bible. It's a very tiny little book. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like something like The Potter's Bible. I also have like I don't know what it's called. Something like the Ceramics Bible. But that's a different book. It's been a long time since I looked at the Ceramics Bible. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. When I got it, I think I was a little disappointed. I mean, if you're gonna call it a Bible, you kind of need to touch on like everything. Cause like that's what it's insinuating. But I can't remember what I was trying to look for in it, and I was a little bit disappointed. But maybe I was just trying to like, maybe I just had this really weird, odd focus that I had in mind when I was looking, like bought it and was looking through it. I don't know. Okay, cool. Yeah, we rounded that out, I think. Okay, when I turn it like this, it's still kind of jutting out. But if I turn it like this, I feel like it looks good. I don't want to like, I don't try to like nitpick like too much, but I don't know, I kind of want like rounder dishes. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. I'm not really, I don't know, I feel like some people talk about it in a weird way. Like, oh, look at, you can see the artist's mark on the piece or something, and I don't know, but I do I do like I don't know, I think there's something kind of fun about it. I'm not really sure what the word is, that it's like not just this like perfectly round plate. I don't know, there's something about it that I like and I can't quite describe it. I feel like some people are kind of weird about it. The way they're like, oh, you can see the maker's mark. I kind of like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I did not tell you guys this. So Maker Place, that shop that Michael's now has, they reached out to me and they're like, yeah, can you like write this like a little thing about like, I don't know, something like what inspires you, or I don't know, something. I don't know, it was kind of vague, about like your work, and like I didn't know how to really convey, I didn't know how to like convey like, or like I didn't know how to like describe my work, or like how, I mean, I know how to describe my work, I feel like, but like I guess how, I don't know, the question was something like what not, it was okay, it wasn't quite this, but I can't quite remember either. Something like how does it make you feel like making art, or something, I don't know, something sort of like that kind of, or like what does it mean to you to like make art. And I was like, it's very hard to describe, so I like had words and I put it into Chat GPT. And oh my gosh, you seriously need to do this. It's so funny. It's so funny when I try to get it to write me things. And I was like, I wanted it to describe how it makes you feel to make art, like ceramics by hand or something, and it came up with just like, oh my gosh, it is so ridiculous. And it was like, making art is the lifeblood of my soul, or I don't know what the heck. I don't know if that even makes any sense. Like, it was just like, the drama was a 10 out of 10. It was a 12 out of 10. Like, the drama that was injected into it. It was so funny. And I'm just like, okay, I kept giving it like parameters, like, can you stop using the word lifeblood, or can you please rewrite it so it doesn't say like this? And it was always so weird. It was so weird the way that it was like describing like what I was trying to get it to write. It was really, it was not very helpful, but it was really funny. Because it kept on getting like stuck on like a theme. What is it saying? it's like, oh, making things by hand. I love how it touches other people's souls. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is very like visceral. Like, can you like tone it down? I don't know. It was just too much. It was too much. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's really, I use ChatGPT like once in a while, and it's kind of fun to work, like, play with. For like trying to get it to write something for you. I'm not always successful with it, but sometimes it gives me a variety that I can like pick and choose from, and then I'll kind of combine those things. Like, I don't know what it currently says right now, but I kind of wrote a short blurb of like how to describe my work, like on my website using ChatGPT, and like no single line that it gave me was quite right, but I just kind of combined a few of the things that it gave me, and it felt perfect. So it is pretty good to use, and you might get a laugh out of it. Okay. All right. We are pretty much done. I mean, we really don't have very much to do on this. I think I'm just going to finish it off the live stream. I'm just gonna like put some water on, apply pressure, and smooth out just the whole thing, really. All these trim marks and stuff. But there's really not much else that's going to happen here. So we will be, I don't know, making something tomorrow. Yeah, well, thank you so much for joining. We actually had 4 people watching earlier. They've left now, but that was very exciting. Be sure to follow along if you're watching on Twitch. Again, all the videos will be uploaded to YouTube at Callie & Co. There we have a whole playlist for the ceramic live streams. So you could just like put it on and, I don't know, make art or something while listening to it or whatever. And yeah, I did mention we have a bunch of other videos on the YouTube to check out as well. My website has expired, so I have updated all of the descriptions for YouTube with a link tree. I feel like that's the best way to go. So if you click that link, it will take you to another page, and it has all of my links on there. So if you want to go to my Instagram, my Etsy shop, my website that's not up right now, I'm gonna like put just like about me or whatever, like shop update, or not shop update, like I don't know, like updates on like what my business is doing and stuff there, whatever. But yeah, check out the link tree for all of that. Yeah, I think that's it. Subscribe to the YouTube so you know when I post more videos, for sure. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it or had some fun with us today. I don't know why I say us, it's just me. Okay, I'm gonna go, but I will see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time. All right, bye!